Hi, this is Abhishek Preman. I'm going to give a quick overview of what I did for homework for Devops, Advanced Docker. Let's take a look at the first task. So essentially, we have an application which is a legacy application, and we have managed to run this application using a container that we built in Docker. However, we need to access the output that the file throws. So we're going to do this by creating another Docker. Uh, we will have the same another container using the Docker file. It will be on the same droplet that I have created, and it will essentially use a curl command to access the file. So here you can see the directory structure. I have a Docker file here, which will create a container, and we jump in here to the we jump into the container2 folder. You'll see that we have another Docker file here. So first, I'm going to build container. I'm going to name it container1, and let's run it. So this will run the legacy application and output the file. It will also expose the content of the file over port 9001. So there, that's successfully running. Now let's go ahead and build the second container. That's been built. Now using this command, we are going to link to the first container and use the curl command to get the content over port 9001. And there you can see the string creating a text file has appeared. Now let's move on to task 2. Here we are running Redis in one container and trying to access it from another. So this will be achieved using the ambassador pattern. We have a server on one droplet and a client on another droplet. The server will have been inside its own container, and on the same droplet we'll have another container which will contain the ambassador pattern for the server, and similarly we'll have an ambassador pattern for the client on a different container on the same droplet that the client runs on. So here we can see that we have a Docker compose.yml file here on the server droplet, and similarly we have a Docker compose.yml file here on the client droplet that will create the required containers. So we use docker compose.up to run. As you can see, the Redis server is now running and is ready to accept connections on port 63979. So we'll jump in here and run the client. Might take a few seconds. There we go, we're now connected. So now let us set a key and get the value. So let's set key. We're creating a variable called key. Let's set it to blah. Now let's get the key. And you can see it's running blah. So finally, let's move on to task 3. Here we're extending the deployment workshop to include the Docker deployment process. So here You can see we have the app that has been provided to us. So I'm just going to open main.js. So as you can see, currently the response it's sending is just a string blah. I'm going to go in and change this to blue. Now we'll add this file and commit it. This might take a few seconds. There we go. Now we will push it to the blue branch. And if we jump in here, we can see that the blue branch has now been updated. However, the green branch has not. We jump back in here. And push it to the green branch as well. And we can see the change has shown up in the green branch as well. Well, that's all. Thank you.